Good morning, students. How are you all? Are you all happy? Okay, so today we are going to see about another community topic, that is about maintenance of records and reports. It is one of the important topic. Repeatedly, this question is being asked in the university exam. So focus it while studying for the university exam. Okay, so we'll see about what are the records and reports and how it is being maintained in the health centers and in the clinics. Coming to records, records are essential channel of communication in the healthcare system. A record is a written communication which conveys specific information to a person or a group of people. So always it is a communication channel. Records are called as a communication channel, and if we are not able to say it or we are not able to see the second person, if we want to say something, we are being recorded it or we are being conveying in with the help of this records. For example, you are having a shift duty as a nurse. When you will be having a shift duty, so for morning shift is over, afternoon shift you are not seeing a nurse, but about the patient details and each patient what all you have done, you are being written and kept in a patient individual patient record, so that itself when we read we will get detail about what is being done in the previous shift and what is need to be done or what is in due to be done in this shift. So in that way all type of communication especially is possible with the help of these records. So what are the purpose of records? Main purpose is communication. It is a legal documentation, planning care, statistics. For example, if your patient data is being entered, and if you want to identify number of hospital induced infection cases in your ward, so in that cases, to get the statistics you can use these records. Education purpose, to teach your students, your friends, your colleagues, your juniors, you can use these records. For auditing purpose you need records. Reimbursement, for example, if a insurance or a insurance taken patient or ESI claimed patient is being admitted in your ward, hospital ward, and after the completion of treatment, you have to reimburse the amount with the proof of these records. Only then they will be getting reimbursed the money that is being used for the treatment facility. So only when they have the records this is possible. Healthcare analysis, to identify what are the pros and cons of the healthcare services that is being provided. For all these we are using the records. What are the principles of record writing? Records should be written clearly and legibly. Records are legal documents and should contain true facts based on observation, conversation, and action. Always it has to be reliable. So don't write anything which is not done or which is not being observed. So only direct thing or true facts are being recorded, because it is a legal document. Any issues come, every time the records are the proof that is being taken as the document for further proceedings. Select the relevant facts and factors in the situation and record them briefly and clearly. For example, if the patient attender is coming and making some issue, especially during the night time or in the night shift, saying about some kind of any issues are happening, you are supposed to record this aspect very briefly and clearly in your patient record, because sometime after a week anything happened, this so we can always claim and say that so and so patients attender previous week also had some kind of these issues, and it is being recorded in the patient card. So in that way you can justify yourself. So if there is no recording, you can't orally, we can't say the things and can't believe the things, and so always you should have a record, then it will have a clarity. Record should be written immediately after an interview and should be neat and concise. So always remember another thing, that is always when you are having immediate action of something or immediate interview, immediately it has to be recorded. So that is very important. Time of recording is very important. Records are valuable documents, should be carefully handled. Okay, so these are the principles of record writing. Examples of records at PHC and sub-centers. So these are the records commonly being maintained in the PHCs and sub-center, that is OP nominal register, diet register, IUD register, that is intrauterine device, nurse's report book, death and birth register, underflight clinic register, and along with that, if whatever clinics are being run in the specific health center, that type of register is also being maintained. So these are the few examples. So for whatever is the records, the principles that has to be followed is the same in maintaining the record. So it is very important to maintain the record and registers very well. So we have seen the purposes also. So for all that, we need to handle it carefully. What are the different types of records? Cumulative or continuing record, family records. So first we'll see about cumulative or continuing record. It is possible to interview the total history of an individual and evaluate the progress over a long period of time. Continuing record saves time and space by avoiding repetition. So always one record is being maintained, and each and every aspect of the patient is being recorded in the same card itself. For example, in the hospital, and you might have seen all this. That is, so and so, Mr. A patient initially coming to OP and get admitted in the IP in ortho ward, for example, had admitted for 1 week, and after that patient discharged, but record is will not be sent to the patient, and after 2 months or 3 months patient is coming for a review. Again, the same record which is being stored in the specific ward of ortho ward, that is being taken, and for the doctor is being reviewed. Of any other aspects patient need to be admitted, all these aspects will be recorded in the same patient, Mr. A patient record. And if suppose if the patient is getting readmitted, same record will be followed. So always will have a continuity in the follow up of the treatment. So total history will be evaluated and progress can be evaluated even after a long period of time. So for that we are maintaining this continuing or cumulative records. For example, in the college level, we have a cumulative record. Once a student getting joined in the first year, so the first year when the student is getting joined in the college, the student's photo, address, basic details, academic performance previously, all these are being entered. And second year also, what first year marks are being entered, second year, third year marks, when they come to third year, second year marks are being entered. So in that way, till the final year, all the aspect, health issues also, and all other issues, if anything relevant, are being entered in this register. And after 10 to 12 years, you are coming back to the college asking about a specific student, you will get entire detail about the student from the joining till the completion of the course. So in that way, it is being maintained in all the colleges and in all the hospital setup also. These kind of records are being maintained for a long period of time, for reviewing even after long period of time. Next is family record. Family record, basic unit of health services is the family. You all know that. So the central record unit should be family. So family folder, family records are also known as family folder. Family folder contain all individuals' family records of one family, and it should have all identified data about general and social factors that affect the health in the family, and also it should contain summary of health status of the family. So as in the hospital, individual patient we are maintaining the record, individual Mr. A, Mr. B, in that way we are maintaining the record, whereas in the community level, as the family, individual family, in that way the record has been maintained, and it is called as family folder. It includes how many members are in the family, each family member's health status, immunization status, educational status, occupation status, all these are being recorded, maintained, and it is being continued. So in that way it is maintained, and that is called as family record. So once you go for a home visit, you will be taking this folder and asking each family member's health status. Accordingly it is being recorded, and continuous changes are being made accordingly. So that is called as family records. Okay, reports we'll see in the next slide.